Good morning. It is February 3rd. What is it? 2026 on a Tuesday. I am SirFelixTheCat, and this is Morning Talk. We had a fun little podcast last night. Hope you were able to check that out. Now let's get into some news. First one is a story that's more personal for me. And this is from WFMZ.com, 69 News. They're based out of Philadelphia. Officials confirm ICE purchases Berks County warehouse for $87.4 million. Pretty big place. It's a decent size. Let's see if I can open this up for everyone. They're, for some reason, only showing the front half of it. It goes on pretty deep past this. But, this is going to be their newest detention center in this area. Where they're going to treat people inhumanely because to them, if you're not white, you're not worth being treated properly. And good morning, Pinky. But so this is pretty disgusting. They just purchased it the other day, so who knows? This might be open in a couple weeks, as long as it takes them to put up cages, because that's probably all they'll do. Put up some chain link fences, something like that. But this is vilely disgusting. Should they be allowed to purchase property? No, because should they exist? No. Because remember, ICE is a domestic terrorist group. There is no other way to word what they are. They are terrorists. They purposely use violence and scare tactics against civilians for a political cause. That is terrorism. Anyways, Trump was doing Trump things yesterday, and he decided to go ahead and put some pressure on some Republicans. This is from Axios. Trump's 11th hour help puts Johnson within reach of ending shutdown. And Trump met with Representatives Anna Paulina and Tim Burchett to basically bully them into passing the "let's let ICE kill everyone" law, like that whole bill, because that's all these douchebags care about: killing civilians. Anybody who supports this bill wants civilians dead. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Pinky. So many detention centers, yet they want to deport. They deport a small few of them. What they do is they deport you from the state you're in to another state so nobody can find you, so you can be left to die. That is what they've been doing, which is why suddenly they had to be like, no, we can't let people come in here and see things. We can't let people see things in our facilities, because that would be bad. That would be bad. Let's just look at the next story. Oh, what do you know? A judge says Trump administration must let lawmakers make unannounced visits to ICE detention facilities. How much you want to bet these morons are going to start trying to shoot these lawmakers? We know that they're not gun trained. They have no gun training whatsoever. They walk around literally with their finger on the trigger like they've never held a gun in their life. They've never taken the first half a second of a gun training class, which tells you, hey, first thing, don't point it at somebody. Second thing, don't walk around with your finger on the trigger. Yeah, this is gonna it's going to get pretty interesting, because I guarantee at some point they're going to start shooting these lawmakers, because you're going to see exactly what they're doing there. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. But that was an article from Politico, and it's going to be interesting. Don't know what else to say about that. I was talking about the Trump bullying some people into supporting the killing of civilians. U.S. judge weighs restrictions on federal agents' use of force after Portland ICE protests. Because, yes, this is what's needed to be put in place since day one. Why do these guys have guns? Why are they all walking around with guns? Have they never heard of the fact that they do have tasers in their equipment? They have pepper spray. No, they walk around with guns. Or if they do have pepper spray, they just spray people willy-nilly because they're so afraid of people holding up signs. Those signs and yelling things at them hurts them so bad they have to shoot you in the face or in the back of the head when four of their homies are on top of you. It's disgusting. It is disgusting. Oh, I should pull up this for a later story. All right. Next story is going to change into something new. But yeah, they unfortunately they're just looking at a temporary restriction. Judges like to sometimes, do something really cool. And then they find a way to be like, well, that would be too good. And they pull back. It should not be temporary whatsoever. Judges across the country should unite and stop this. Somebody's got to stop this. Somebody that works for this government needs to step up and do something. They're literally just leaving it to us. It's basically up to us to defend ourselves from this just act of terrorism from our president. The president who wants us dead. He already wants us broke because we know the moron doesn't know how to run a business at all. Yeah, he's the greatest businessman ever. We talked about that last night. He's not. He is not the greatest businessman. He is not even a decent businessman. He is a moron who his people have to talk to him like he's a 4-year-old. They have to draw things in crayon like, hello, sir, can you see this? Look, it has a smiley face. And he's some superior man. He can say, man, woman, person, TV, camera. Woo! He knows what a giraffe looks like. He's super smart. But yeah, let's hope that more groups unite. Because yeah, this is from the American Civil Liberties Union of Oregon that basically started this case to get that judge to consider it. We need more of these groups. They're the ones who are causing the good things to happen. They're the ones convincing the judges like, hey, evil stuff happening. You have power to stop evil stuff. Do it. Do it. So frustrating. Anyways, this is what I just saw. Paris prosecutors raid France offices of Elon Musk's ex. I have no clue what's going on here because I don't pay attention to X anymore. Paris prosecutors cybercrime unit search French offices. Oh, cybercrime. Beautiful. Offices belong to Musk's widely used social media platform in France are being raided by Paris prosecutor's office. A search is being carried out at the French premises of... Okay, you're saying the same thing over and over, dude. The raid is linked to a year-long investigation into alleged abuse of algorithms and fraudulent data extracted by X or its executives. Paris prosecutor's office said that it was widening that investigation after complaints over the functioning of X artificial intelligence chatbot, Grok. Oh. According to the prosecutor's office, both Musk and former ex-CEO Linda had been summoned to appear for hearings in April as part of the probe. At this stage, the conduct of this investigation is part of a constructive approach with an aim to ultimately ensuring that the X platform complies with French laws insofar as it operates on national territory. The prosecutor's office said X has not issued an immediate response. Okay. but it's previously denied these allegations. So we know if they do run X like they do here, yes, they 100% are manipulating the algorithm. That's what they do. They did that once Musk took over X. Suddenly, he was popping up on everybody's feed because they manipulated the algorithm. And they still do that. They do it constantly. They want to push the stories that they want to push and hide the ones that would damage them and their buddies. If you say something bad, they will mark it down. And it's only bad because you're talking about someone they think is on their side of the corruption party, the forces of evil. If you say something bad about them, oh, yeah, they're going to censor your stuff. They're going to make sure less people get to see it. I mean, it's happening with Facebook right now, too. They're all doing it because all these douchebag millionaires, billionaires who run these stupid websites, these social media pages, they're all buddy-buddy with Trump. So right now, talk about ICE. Talk about how corrupt they are. Your shit gets struck down. Talk about how the Epstein files include all these people. It gets shut down instantly. I mean, TikTok, you mention Epstein's name, you can't post your comment. It won't go through. That's the same thing that we're starting to see with the other ones now. They're all in on it together. That's why we just have to remove ourselves from all of it. They're all evil. They're all corrupt. They do not care about you. They're using you. The only reason they let you on their platform is they steal your data. We know this. It needs to end. It needs to end. God. Yeah, I hope Musk goes down. I hope they prove it that he's been doing bad stuff and he just gets sued into oblivion there. Another good thing with a judge, there was a lot of judge stories. From Axios, Haitians win pause on Trump's plan to end their protected status, aka Trump or a judge protects protected Haitians from Trump. Because what do you notice about Haitians? Oh, they're not white. So of course these douchebags don't want them here. Because diversity is bad. Having diversity leads to DEI, and DEI means everybody's equal. No, we can't have that. We can't have that. And that's what upsets me. When someone who votes for Trump comes out and says, I'm not racist. Like, dude, he ran on ending DEI. That was one of his main things he griped about every single time he held a rally. Ending DEI. So yes, if you voted for Trump, you are factually racist. That's just what it comes down to. You can't deny the truth. That shit's ridiculous. And I've heard a lot of them say it too. Oh, I'm not racist. I voted for him for this. It's like, okay, well, if you're saying you voted for him for the economy, you're dumber than you look. The only reason these people voted for him is he's racist and he breeds hate. That's why he has so many MAGA supporters. MAGA, all of them, are racist bigots. There's women who basically hate themselves. A woman can't do anything like this. So you think you are incapable of doing things bigger than what you do now. You can't ever see yourself holding a position of power because right now you're what? Helping people cross the street, hold up a stop sign while kids go to school. That's the best you can achieve. I'm sure you can do more. Maybe you're a store manager. You can do more than that. You could grow. But no, limit ourselves because no, only Trump can fix things. No one else can. No one else can. And Trump's fixed what in his life? He's made what better? Ever? I think I asked that question last week. We're still waiting for an answer. What good thing has Trump ever done in his life? And even this whole giving money to babies thing, that wasn't his idea. That was an idea given to him to try to save face. Because again, if it doesn't benefit him, the douchebag doesn't want it. Anyways, the temporary protected status, which provides short-term refuge to people fleeing crisis, was set to expire for Haitian immigrants Tuesday, despite ongoing violence and instability in the Caribbean island nations. Which, yeah, no, if it's still bad for them, don't send them back. But again, it's bad for them here because we have racists who are going after them daily. Trump wants to send his armed terrorists after them. I mean, they've been trying to do that already. ICE has been targeting black people because they're like, oh, you're black, you must be Haitian. You can't possibly have been born here. And even if you are, you're not white, so we're going to try to put you in our van anyways. We're going to have 6 of us jump on you while we try to handcuff you. And then you'll take your last breath. And then we'll pretend, oh, you must have done it while you were trying to resist us. Oh, man. But yeah, State Department lists Haiti under a level 4 travel advisory, urging Americans not to travel there for any reason due to kidnapping, crime, terrorist activity, which we have we have this stuff going on here, civil unrest. We have that going on here, and limited health care. Bro, we're telling them not to go to another country because they have the same thing that our government's doing to us. Literally, kidnapping, that's what ICE is doing. Crime, that's what Trump is doing. Terrorist activity, again, ICE. Civil unrest, what ICE is causing. And limited health care, which is what we've always had. Because how dare the people have health care? Yeah, escalating gun violence. Again, that's us. It's kind of like how Trump wanted to go attack Iran for killing their protesters. Yet he's part of the party that's telling ICE, yeah, kill the people. He wants to kill protesters. I think if he wants to fight Iran, he wants to start a war, his ass needs to be the first one out there with a gun. Stand on the front lines in front of everybody, at least 80, 90 feet in front of everybody else. And then we can start this war. If he's too much of a bitch to do that, just like he's too much of a bitch to fall for the draft, then no war. And get your ass out of office. Oh, so irritated. That first story just has me irritated today. It had me irritated all last night. CNN politics. Homeland Security officers in Minneapolis will be issued body cameras. Good. Sadly, we're probably going to see a lot of them just randomly malfunction. But good. Make them a little more accountable for what they're doing. I mean, I like the fact that when they do start patrolling here, if I see any of those douchebags with a mask on, I'm calling the cops on them because it is by law of the state. Law enforcement of any kind cannot wear a mask. So absolutely hold these bastards accountable. Also, by state law, they have to wear body cameras. So I'm ready for this. Because yes, our police should be protecting us from these terrorists because they are not any form of law enforcement. I don't care what anybody says. Their position, what they do, is unconstitutional. They don't belong. They are the thing that does not belong besides this whole administration and this cabal of pedophiles that we talked about last night. They do not belong. I mean, just looking at them, they're all scumbags. You can tell they're all scumbags. But all Homeland Security officers on the ground in Minneapolis will be issued body cameras, according to Puppy Shooter No. Effective immediately, we are deploying body cameras to every officer in the field in Minneapolis, which it's sad that it's just happening in Minneapolis. Why is this not just unanimous, has to happen everywhere? Why should they be allowed to carry their guns and shoot citizens without being held responsible because their body cam's not on? They don't have one. I mean, maybe if they took this $87.4 million they spent on a building to basically keep people in and torture them, they could have bought everyone body cameras. It could already be done. But nope, they're more worried about being terrible pieces of shit than doing what's right. And yeah, as funding is available, we'll expand it nationwide. You shouldn't even have that many officers. I mean, nitpick everything about this. Everything she's saying is dumb. Yes, they do need the body cameras. They should all have them from day one. As funding is available, then don't buy torture prisons. Done. And reduce the amount of ICE agents you have. Maybe go through and thoroughly vet them. Maybe, give them some training. Make sure they're not going out there committing crimes, going against the Constitution. Maybe quit killing puppies. That would be beautiful too. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. All right, last story is from Politico. Trump says Republicans should nationalize elections. What he's saying is Republicans should just steal all elections. Where's this quote? Quote from Trump, from Sir Douchebag himself. The Republicans should say, we want to take over. We should take over the voting in at least 15 places. The Republicans ought to nationalize the voting. What that is he's saying, we've tried to get the voting rolls from at least 24 blue states. Well, Republicans should just take over in 15 of them at least, and just only allow Republicans to vote. He's not hiding it anymore. He's been blatant about it this entire time. Since he was campaigning, he told the church people, vote for me now and you'll never have to vote again. No, he is not smart enough to be coy and be like, just vote for me. Nope, their plan has been end voting. How can we rig this to where we never have to vote again and Republicans just retain power for the use of evil? If you're a Republican politician and you don't agree with this stuff, change your title. Leave the party. They are a party of evil protectors of pedophiles. They are all pedophiles at this point. If you're defending them, if you're defending Trump, you're just as bad. That makes you also a pedophile. It's so upsetting. But yeah, he's also doubling down or continuing to double down on his conspiracy theories about voter fraud in the 2020 election. This is why that's the excuse he's using for needing the voter rolls, even though it's literally just to find people who they could target to arrest to make sure they can't vote. Because if you didn't vote red, you shouldn't be allowed to vote. I don't know why Dan Bongino even had Trump on his podcast. What the hell? You dropped out because you realize all the bad stuff going on, and you go back to being like, well, I know you're a pedophile, but here, let me support you. Let me support you some more. Let me platform you. Vilely disgusting. All right. Here we go. Trump has intensified his efforts to undermine the results of the 2020 election, which if he undermines the results, that means he doesn't belong in office right now, so arrest him. This means it's a hostile takeover. Arrest him. Throw him in jail. Hostile takeover. Terrorism. It all adds up. If he wants to be in it, if he wants to claim that he had it, kick him out of office now. Now. Drag him out like the scumbag he is and throw him on the street. Because if he won that election, he does not belong. He is committing a crime by being there. He is trespassing. Kick him out. Governments derive their just powers from the consent of the governed. But yet the majority of the governed do not give consent to Trump to do any of the dumb shit he's doing. So why have we not taken him out of office yet? Like, this is absurd. Oh, Trump's latest to nationalize voting harkens back to a promise he made last summer to sign an executive order bringing honesty to the 2026 midterm elections. A guy who's a pathological liar, he's lied so much it's done nothing but speed up his dementia, is going to bring honesty to something. Never been honest a day in his life, except for when he said he wants to sleep with his daughter. Remember, the states are merely an agent for the federal government in counting and tabulating the votes. They must do what the federal government, as represented by the President of the United States, tells them for the good of our country. Again, that is not what the Constitution says. The Constitution says governments derive their just powers from the consent of the governed, not from some stupid ass Cheeto motherfucker in office. God, I'm going to stop there because I am super irritated. Every person who voted for Trump, who put him back in office, the blood of the people who ICE have killed is on your hands. The destruction of this country is on your hands. If you can't see how corrupt this douchebag is, there's no hope for you. There's just no hope for you. Luckily, a lot of people have woken up. But there's still a good number of people out there who are too dumb to exist. If you still support Trump to this day, you are too dumb to exist. I don't understand how you can walk and breathe at the same time. That's the level of stupidity we're talking about. Shit's bad. Anyways, I will be back tomorrow with hopefully a happier show, because this is just ridiculous. I thank you guys for coming. Thank you for watching. I will talk to you tomorrow, and until then, you all stay safe and avoid ICE. Hey, thanks for watching this video. And if you could, please help us out and give us a like, maybe comment, and subscribe. Better yet, share our content. It's pretty dark times out there, and this is topics that people need to hear. It's what's best for our country. I mean, we're talking about better politics. And also, if you want, join our Discord. Carry on the conversation. It's a fun time. And until next time, you take care.